Welcome back, everyone. Exciting news is circling around. Jason Momoa might just be stepping into the shoes of the infamous Lobo. If this pans out, get ready for some serious fun, because Lobo's backstory and powers are legendary. Word on the street suggests we might even catch a glimpse of him in the upcoming movie, Superman Legacy, alongside a lineup of other DC characters. So if you're itching to see Momoa as Lobo, stay tuned till the end of this video. Lobo has built quite the reputation in the comic world, known for his unique blend of dark humor, tough guy vibes, and serious power moves. With director James Gunn's vision for a darker and humor-infused DC universe gaining momentum, it's no surprise that Lobo fits right into the picture. As Gunn's revamp of the DC universe gathers steam, there's been chatter about shaking up some of the mainstays, including the possibility of Jason Momoa stepping into the role of Lobo. Fans are abuzz with excitement about this role, which has yet to grace the big screen. And speaking of Momoa, he's gearing up to wear the Aquaman suit one last time in December 2023 for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. Studio executives are undoubtedly hoping for another box office smash to close out the DCEU era before diving into the DCU reboot. Here's the latest update from the DC Universe. Casting is well underway for Superman Legacy, heralding the beginning of a fresh era for DC movies. Among the notable additions, David Corn is set to take on the role of Superman, succeeding Henry Cavill, while Nathan Fillion joins the ensemble, likely due to his connection with James Gunn. As for Jason Momoa's role in the DCU's future, it's still shrouded in mystery. However, there's been significant buzz recently about him potentially portraying Lobo, one of DC's beloved anti-heroes. Rumor has it that discussions are underway behind the scenes, and if they come to fruition, Momoa could be the ideal fit for the intergalactic bounty hunter. Amidst all the drama surrounding Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, things have been quite chaotic, especially with the headlines about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. However, amidst all the noise, there are whispers that Jason Momoa might be considering a new role as Lobo once his time as Aquaman wraps up. Rumor has it that Momoa could be strapping on Lobo's boots sooner than we think, possibly even in Superman Legacy. With a cast already bursting at the seams with DC characters like Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, Metamorpho, and Guy Gardner, adding Lobo into the mix could risk pushing the movie into overload territory. Indeed, Lobo has some serious ties to both Superman and Guy Gardner in the comics, so there's solid logic behind his potential inclusion. Now, let's delve into Lobo himself. He's quite the character, starting off as your classic villain back in the 80s before evolving into a satire of gritty comic heroes from the 90s like Punisher and Wolverine. Interestingly, this transformation shot him straight into the spotlight, and fans couldn't get enough of his wisecracking, skull-crushing antics. Absolutely, Lobo embodies the essence of blood, guts, and punchlines, epitomizing the archetype of an intergalactic bounty hunter who thrives on stirring up trouble wherever he treads. He's a complex character, teetering on the edge between villainy and anti-heroism. While he shares a tight bond with Guy Gardner, he also proves to be a formidable adversary, consistently causing headaches for Superman. Here's where the story takes an intriguing turn. Both Lobo and Superman hail from planets that met their demise, leaving them as the last survivors of their kind. However, while Superman embodies the values of truth, justice, and the American way, Lobo's story takes a much darker turn. He's the last Zarnian not because of tragedy, but because he single-handedly wiped out the rest of his people. This sets him apart drastically from Superman. He's hardly a poster child for compassion and human kindness. In fact, he's pretty much the opposite. Let's give credit where it's due. Lobo is one of the rare few who can go head-to-head with the Man of Steel and stand his ground, and that's no easy feat, pun unintended. While Lobo's power level may vary depending on the comic you're reading, one thing remains constant: he's a formidable force to reckon with. Lobo possesses a super speedy healing ability, muscles upon muscles granting him super strength, and a hide tough enough to shrug off almost anything. And let's not overlook his skill for turning any weapon into a tool for maximum carnage. But here's where it gets truly fascinating. Lobo isn't just banned from one afterlife, he's banned from both heaven and hell. This means his spirit is stuck in the land of the living, essentially making him immortal in every sense of the word. Yes, you heard that right, immortal. When it comes to toughness, Lobo outshines Superman. While Supes can take a hit, Lobo is practically indestructible. Just imagine the havoc he could wreak in the DCU, facing off against heroes and villains. With his immortality thrown into the mix, things could get seriously wild. One thing's for certain: when Lobo's in town, you better watch out for more than just his towering presence and sharp wit. While Lobo may not have scored a solo movie yet, that doesn't mean he's not ready for his time in the spotlight. His no-holds-barred, ultra-violent style may have raised a few eyebrows in the past, but hey, that's what makes him so captivating. Sound familiar? Yep, he shares a lot in common with Deadpool, from his love of blowing stuff up to his ability to bounce back from just about anything. Picture a Lobo movie in the vein of Deadpool, complete with all the blood, guts, and R-rated goodness. That's the kind of vibe the DCU could be aiming for, especially with James Gunn at the helm. After all, he's not one to shy away from a little gore, as we saw in the Suicide Squad. But wait, there's more. Lobo also exudes serious Wolverine vibes, what with his gruff demeanor and penchant for getting into brawls. With Wolverine's cinematic success, it's high time DC put their own spin on the muscle-bound anti-hero. And here's where it all comes together: James Gunn's love for quirky characters and dark humor. Lobo's got both in spades, making him a perfect fit for Gunn's DCU. And who better to bring this larger-than-life character to the big screen than someone who already embodies so much of Lobo's spirit, Jason Momoa? It's practically a match made in heaven, or maybe a more chaotic corner of the universe. That concludes today's discussion. Be sure to like our video, subscribe to the channel for updates, and hit the bell icon to stay informed. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.